by going to that level of detail, there is nowhere to hide. NatureMetrics is helping corporates measure biodiversity across their supply chain through giving them the tools to do highly robust analysis of what is happening when they're thinking about their raw materials and their potential future production. So we help them understand things like their soil health, so really understanding soil microbiome, how the community is performing, and how that might then translate into crop yield, costs, and also the resilience of their supply chains. And particularly when you see corporates struggling with some of the other impacts of climate change, they can use it as a leading indicator to understand anything they might need to be hedging, anything they might need to be protecting against. It just gives them that early warning that they're able to build in some backup scenarios to actually help manage and mitigate some of those risks. So greenwashing is something we're always very conscious of at NatureMetrics. Our solution is built on top of high integrity data. When you think about what we're using, it comes out of a lab with, the equivalent of forensic capabilities. So it is extremely detailed, it is high quality. We want that data and that tooling to be applied at scale. So when we're working with our corporates, not only can we give them data that can be trusted, data that they can use with local communities, that they can use to help provide funding, but by going to that level of detail, there is nowhere to hide. And this is where that kind of pushback against greenwashing is so important. When you're using proxies for what is happening on the ground, it's very easy to let that data tell the story that you need it to tell. The data that we provide does not hide anything. And so through applying that across their portfolio, corporation not only is showing that they're investing in nature and they're investing in protecting that and reducing their impact on nature, they can also use it to build trust with their local communities. And that's something that we find, particularly in the sectors we're working with, can be challenging at times. When I think about the NatureMetrics mission, we're here to make biodiversity data accessible to everybody at scale in a robust and high integrity way. When we think about what that looks like in the world, that's multinationals applying our technology across their entire portfolio of assets. So providing them data in an accessible and standardized way. So you can be comparing operations in North America to operations in part of Africa and actually understand how your entire portfolio is performing when you're looking across your impact on nature. So really leveraging the power of that data to be able to do benchmarking, to be able to do comparisons across different ecosystems, different geographies, different business units, as well as then also thinking about how we can use that data to empower governments and regulators to start building incentive structures that are driving the behaviours that we want to see, so more responsible decision making. To do that, we need technology that is easily applied on the ground, which is what we have. It needs to be accessible and easy to understand in terms of the outputs that it generates, and there need to be benefits to applying it at scale. And this is where the network effects of our data sets really come into play. The more data we're generating, the more valuable our information is in terms of when we benchmark companies, when we help them understand whether they're performing well, where their risks are located.